The sun rose slowly over the vast African savanna, painting the dry grasslands in shades of gold and amber. Heat shimmered above the ground, and the silence of early morning was broken only by distant bird calls and the soft rustling of wind through thorny bushes. In this unforgiving landscape, survival was never guaranteed. Every creature lived by instinct, strength, and strategy. Today, an unusual encounter was about to unfold, one that would test the limits of courage, speed, and resilience. From behind a cluster of low shrubs, a small but fearless figure emerged. The honey badger moved with confidence, its low, muscular body swaying slightly as it sniffed the air. Known for its unmatched toughness and aggressive nature, the honey badger feared nothing. Its thick skin acted like armor, protecting it from bites and stings, while its powerful jaws could crush bones with ease. This was not just another scavenger wandering the plains, this was a survivor, a fighter, a creature that would take on animals much larger than itself without hesitation. Not far away, towering above the grass, stood an ostrich. Elegant yet powerful, the ostrich was the largest bird on Earth, built for speed and survival in open terrain. Its long legs were like springs, capable of propelling it across the savanna at incredible speeds. Each step covered meters of ground, and its sharp claws could deliver devastating kicks. Though often seen as timid, the ostrich was far from defenseless. When threatened, it could become a dangerous opponent. The honey badger caught the scent first. Its head lifted slightly, nose twitching as it detected the presence of another animal. Hunger was a constant companion in the wild, and any opportunity for food could not be ignored. Slowly, cautiously, it began to move toward the source of the scent, weaving through patches of grass and keeping low to the ground. The ostrich, meanwhile, was focused on foraging. It pecked at the ground, searching for seeds, insects, and small plants. Its large eyes constantly scanned the horizon for danger, but the honey badger's low profile made it difficult to detect. The wind was not in the ostrich's favor, and the scent of the approaching predator went unnoticed. As the distance between them closed, tension filled the air. The honey badger paused, studying the massive bird before it. This was no ordinary prey. The size difference alone was intimidating, but the honey badger was not one to back down. It had faced snakes, jackals, and even larger predators before. This would be just another test. With a sudden burst of energy, the honey badger charged. The ostrich reacted instantly. Its head snapped up, eyes wide with alarm. In a split second, it made a decision: run or fight. Its powerful legs pushed against the ground, launching its massive body forward. Dust flew into the air as it accelerated, its long strides carrying it away at breathtaking speed. But the honey badger did not give up. It sprinted after the ostrich, its short legs moving rapidly. Though it could not match the bird's speed, it relied on persistence. It knew that if it could get close enough, even a creature this large could be brought down. The chase stretched across the savanna. The ostrich zigzagged, trying to shake off its pursuer, while the honey badger followed relentlessly. The sun climbed higher, and the heat intensified, turning the ground into a furnace. Both animals were pushed to their limits. Suddenly, the ostrich stopped. It turned sharply, facing the approaching honey badger. Running was no longer the best option. The bird lowered its body slightly, wings spread for balance, preparing to defend itself. Its long neck curved as it focused on the small but determined attacker. The honey badger slowed, circling. Cautiously, it had forced the ostrich into a defensive position, but this was where things became truly dangerous. One well-placed kick from the ostrich could end the fight instantly. For a moment, neither moved. Then, in a flash, the honey badger lunged forward, aiming for the ostrich's legs. It knew that bringing down such a tall opponent required targeting its foundation. The ostrich reacted with incredible speed, swinging one leg forward in a powerful kick. The impact was explosive. Dust erupted as the honey badger was struck and thrown sideways. For a second, it lay still, the force of the blow echoing through its body. But then, astonishingly, it got back up. Its thick skin and resilient body had absorbed much of the damage. Shaken but not defeated, it shook off the hit and prepared to attack again. The ostrich seemed surprised. Few predators could withstand such a strike. It stepped back, reassessing the situation. This was no ordinary attacker. The honey badger's determination made it unpredictable and dangerous. Once again, the honey badger charged. This time, it feinted to one side, then quickly darted to the other, avoiding the ostrich's kick. It managed to get closer, snapping its jaws toward the bird's leg. The ostrich jumped back just in time, but the message was clear: the honey badger was learning, adapting. The battle became a test of endurance and strategy. The ostrich relied on its speed and powerful kicks, trying to keep the honey badger at a distance. The honey badger, on the other hand, used its agility and persistence, constantly probing for an opening. Minutes felt like hours as the struggle continued. The heat, the exhaustion, and the constant tension began to take their toll. The ostrich's movements became slightly slower, its kicks less precise. The honey badger, though smaller, seemed almost unstoppable, driven by sheer will. Sensing an opportunity, the honey badger made a bold move. It rushed forward and managed to grab onto the ostrich's leg with its powerful jaws. The bird let out a startled cry, trying to shake off the attacker. It kicked wildly, lifting the honey badger off the ground for a moment before slamming it back down. But the honey badger refused to let go. The struggle intensified. The ostrich twisted and turned, using all its strength to break free. Finally, with a powerful motion, it managed to dislodge the honey badger, sending it tumbling across the ground. Both animals paused, breathing heavily. The fight had reached a critical point. Continuing would mean risking serious injury, or worse. In the wild, survival is not just about winning, it's about knowing when to walk away. The ostrich took a step back, then another. Its instincts told it that this battle was not worth the cost. With a final glance at the relentless predator, it turned and ran, disappearing into the vast expanse of the savannah. The honey badger watched it go. Victory, in this case, was not about bringing down the giant bird. It was about proving dominance, about surviving the encounter and forcing a much larger opponent to retreat. The honey badger stood alone, battered but unbroken, a testament to the power of courage and resilience. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the land, the honey badger moved on. The hunt would continue, as it always did. In the wild, every day brought new challenges, new battles, and new stories of survival. This encounter between two very different animals highlighted the harsh realities of life in the wild. Size and speed were powerful advantages, but they were not everything. Determination, strategy, and the will to fight could level the playing field in unexpected ways. The ostrich survived by choosing its battles wisely, using its speed and strength to avoid unnecessary risk. The honey badger survived by never backing down, by facing every challenge head-on with unmatched bravery. In the end, both walked away, carrying the lessons of the encounter with them. And somewhere across the endless savannah, the cycle of survival continued, as it always would. As darkness slowly settled over the savannah, the air cooled and a quiet calm replaced the chaos of the day. The honey badger continued its journey, its small frame moving steadily through the tall grass. Though the battle had ended, its senses remained sharp. In the wild, danger never truly disappears, it only changes form. Far in the distance, the ostrich slowed its pace. Its powerful legs, once bursting with speed, now carried the weight of exhaustion. It paused near a sparse cluster of trees, lowering its head as it listened carefully to the night sounds. The encounter had left it shaken, but alive, and that was what mattered most.